So as a quick recap from last stream, we started against Norwich, who were in second place at the time, battered them 4-0, and then we didn't win in 5 for some reason. Then we battered QPR 5-1, and then got battered by Charlton and lost to Bristol City. So it really is quite bizarre what happened last stream. I don't really know what happened. I think we'll try and tweak a few tactics, because if we look at the championship table right now, we are clinging on to a top 6 playoff spot. We were actually at one point second in yesterday's stream. We have dropped down to 6th place, which isn't great for us. We've got a good goal difference. We score a lot of goals, but we do concede a lot, as you can see. So that has to change, somewhere along the way. We'll try and do something. Now, as part of Football Manager coming out of beta and going into the full release, when we made this save file, I never actually flipped the setting that says don't use the in-game editor. So now that I've got the in-game editor to create some other videos, we've actually also got the in-game editor in this Middlesbrough save. So we may as well use it for the stream to have a look at things and see how good players are, for example. So if we go to the squad, for example, I did have a quick look at this beforehand. If we go to the first team squad, the best player in the team is actually Naipan based on current ability. They rate the 19-year-old at 136 current ability with 160 potential ability. Now, Football Manager potential ability and current ability is all out of 200, so he's obviously pretty good. In terms of his potential ability exactly, though, most players under the age of 21, they have a random potential, which is like in a range of 30. So we've either got Naipan at a low level or quite a high level. I would imagine, given how good he's meant to be and how good he was in FM 24, he should have a very high potential ability range. So I think his potential ability is either 160 to 190 or 150 to 180. So in my opinion, we've got him at a very low level of potential here. Now, it's not a big issue because we're not going too far into the future kind of thing. But it's quite interesting to see. If you're a Middlesbrough fan, you see Hayden Hackney here with 145 potential ability, which is maybe good enough to be an all-right Premier League player. Actually, no, that is a pretty decent Premier League player, to be fair. Maybe not of like international standard, but certainly a decent player in the Premier League, for example. So I thought that was quite interesting looking through this. And actually, we have been playing with the players who are quite good quite frequently. Aidan Morris, for example, has been playing a lot on our team. Turns out he's quite good, for example. How to make a player 200 out of 200? Use the editor, basically. I don't think anyone has got 200 potential ability in the base game. Regens will come through with 200 potential ability, but no one actually in the base game. Not that I've checked the editor. Someone might have it this year, potentially. Who knows? Maybe Haaland's given 200 potential ability given the start of his season, for example. Also, what's interesting, though, is Abramovich, the keeper's got 150 potential ability. But again, his could be a randomised one because he's 21 years old. So it might not be set in stone, that. But we've, at least in this game, got him on a pretty decent roll, for example. How did you create that experiment view for the in-game editor? You just insert column and just do things here. So you've got your hidden attributes and stuff like that. And all sorts. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Obviously, it's not going to matter too much because we are, fingers crossed, finishing the season off tonight. And we'll go through the playoffs if we need to, for example, and things like that. Who's your favourite player used so far? Lukasz Cherv. Lukasz Cherv, who plays for Victoria Pilsen. He was so good in that video that we did on YouTube the other day, where we had to win without using any attackers. He was really good in that. So Lukasz Cherv is my favourite. Is he in this? Can we see how good he is? Because I don't know how good he actually is. I might not be in this database because it might be a limited database, to be fair. Unless I'm spelling his first name wrong. Maybe it's a K. Victoria Pilsen. He might not, because it looks like a... Yeah, okay, he's not in the database, sadly, in this one. That's the real shame. That would have been good fun. In-game editor like edits most things that you want to edit, kind of thing. So you can go to your club and look at the finances, and this pencil icon here, edit the finances if you want to. Click into this, I'd imagine. Yeah, it looks very different to how it looked in 24. Oh, there we go, finances. In fact, it's not as user friendly as it was in 24. But yes, you can change, all that kind of balance and things like that, which is good. Which is good fun. Do you need to uninstall the game before launch and install it again? No, just update it from Steam. Steam will update. Oh, with a K, I see. Yeah, I don't know how you get the accents on my keyboard. I don't think you really do, unless you have it configured like that, probably, I'd imagine. Wondering if FM26 is worth buying, or should I keep FM24? I would. I'll report back after they do a patch update in the next few days, because they've not done that yet. Do you use CapCut? I don't know what CapCut is, I'm afraid, so no. Right. Right, let's get on with things, shall we? Let's get on with things. And ETM when lower league English team mods are going to be made. No idea. I'm sure the guys who create it are already working very hard on that. The pre-game editor is around right now as well. And amazing. What do you use to edit your YouTube content? My editors use Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve, I believe, is what they use. How's in-game editor? Seen some strange clips. I've not used it extensively at all yet. I just was testing things around when I realised it was enabled in this game. So I thought I'd have a test around and just see and look at things. So I've not given it much of a look yet, to be fair. You know, we've got some current abilities and potential abilities there that I like to look at, for example. I think it was quite handy. Anyway, it doesn't matter obviously here because we are going to be finishing this Middlesbrough save today. But I do want to try and change some of our tactics a little bit because we have been woeful recently. Absolutely woeful. So we need to do a better job defensively. And I think we need to change some team instructions here a little bit. I think we need to drop the tempo slightly. I think we're going a bit too fast here potentially. And just try and slow the play down a little bit. Rather than go right in the counter attack, let's hold our shape. Slow the pace down a little bit. Is there like a neutral option here? There's not a neutral option here. We'll just keep the ball in play because we're not very good from set pieces, really. We're distributing out from the back. I'm not going to try and play through the press. I'm going to leave it on balance for now. We're going down the wings, aren't we? Although maybe we should leave that on neutral for a change, to be fair, because we've got some very good midfielders to go through, haven't we? So we'll go balanced. We'll just try and slow things down just a little bit. Let's work the ball into the box a little more, maybe potentially. See if that helps us out at all. And out of possession. No, we were pretty happy with the out of possession stuff, I think, weren't we? Although we have been losing games, so maybe we shouldn't be doing that, should we? We'll just drop a few things down a little bit and just hope that this like slows the pace of the game down a little bit and allows us to have a bit more control over matches and score a couple of goals or so. So we'll see. We'll see. Is the demo version out now? I didn't realise that there was a demo version out now, but that's quite cool if there is. Trying to rebuild the worst team in England could take me a while. Finlay, who are you managing? Who are you managing? Right, Blackburn at first then with these changed tactics where we've got a lot of players getting... I mean, I feel like in possession still, look. We have got enough players like that can get back here should we need them. And out of possession we look pretty good. I don't know. I can't explain what went wrong last save. We made some tactical tweaks there. Let's see if they actually make a change here against Blackburn Rovers. A game that we have to win every game for the rest of the season, really, to try and keep ourselves in the playoffs. Have you seen the Steam reviews, pal? I've not seen the Steam reviews, and I don't think I'll look at them either, if I'm honest with you. But I don't think anyone really leaves reviews unless they are really outraged with something, if I'm honest with you. Like, how many times... I mean, I don't know. I think people are way more likely to leave reviews when they are really frustrated or upset or don't like something. Because if everyone liked the game, I don't think anyone would actually be reviewing it much on... You'd see more reviews when it's bad than when it's good, is what I tend to find. Right, switch back to broadcast and get this game underway. I'm first in the Bundesliga, so I'm a tactical mastermind. I mean, unless you're playing Bayern Munich, then yeah, I'm going to say you probably are. I do like the tactics in this game, though. I've really enjoyed tinkering with tactics. More so than I have done ever in a Football Manager game before. I think it's so interesting the things you can do. And I've really quite enjoyed making things. God, 2 minutes in, our changes, though, look like they're not going to be working because Blackburn have a shot. We have to clear it off the line. Don't play for Bayern, they play for Dortmund. To be fair, given Dortmund is recently not been brilliant. It's not a bad effort actually getting them top of the table. I say not brilliant. They've just not been quite near the title race, have they? The last few seasons. Go on, Strelic. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. You hate to see it. A real shame. What don't you like about it by the old gods and the new? I hear a lot of people saying, I hate it, but I don't understand. No one's expressing why they don't like it. Robertone. Bring the ball down this near side then. Cuts it back to Lewis Miley. Finds Naipan. Hackney. Shoots from distance. Oh my word, if that had gone in, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. Is the pre-game editor's free? The pre-game editor's always free, to be fair. Thought YouTube would start new saves this evening. We want to. I want to finish the season off with Middlesbrough before we start something new next week, probably. Is my plan. Best attributes for strikers in FM26, Tom. I would always say things like finishing and composure, pace acceleration, technique to an extent are always pretty good. Concentration, I think, is meant to be fairly decent, I would imagine, for strikers as well. But I think physicals, if it's anything like 24, then physicals are pretty similar. Oh, you've bought the in-game editor, not the pre-game editor then, KJF. Oh, how Strelic not scored that? That's insane. He's doing everything he can to sabotage our season, Strelic, now. He realised he's been so good and got us into that sort of playoff place. And maybe he's been like threatened by a betting consortium. What's broken about the in-game editor? I've not tested that out extensively or anything like that yet. I only realised I loaded a save up here to remind myself what happened yesterday, unfortunately, because it was so bad, that we had the editor enabled on this save file. So I've only tweaked with like switching a few headings and things like that. Hayden Hackney with the goal. You love to see it. Gets on the end of Robertone's cross and puts it in the back of the net. Just the menus, and the menus are a big part of the game. Well, I think that just kind of means that you don't like the menus as opposed to it's not very good. Like I quite like them, to be fair, the new user interface. Like, I think it's quite good, and it feels very fresh to me. Oh, none of the finance changes. Okay, with the in-game editor. Interesting. So, maybe that will come with this sort of patch update things that come tomorrow or something, potentially. I don't know. I do wonder why FM26 made the UI unable to be skinned. I think they probably wanted to get something stable and work. I don't really know, to be fair. I'm not going to even speculate. I don't even know. My assumption is they were pretty unsure how it was all going to work until quite late on, is my assumption. And rather than creating it to be broken, I don't know, I don't really know. It's my understanding, though, they say this is going to be moddable back in 27, though. So it must just have been a case of getting the whole thing working, I would imagine. I'd say you always get FM on PC rather than console, unless your PC can't run it. But I think it's better on console because you've got the modding capabilities of the editors and things like that, in my opinion. Friends having trouble getting the game, that's frustrating. How's it going with Partick Thistle, though? How's it going with Partick Thistle? Let's make a few changes here to try and see this game out. We need a win, and it looks like we have been controlling this game much better than we have done previously. So let's get Hackney off as well for Morris. Which is going to come on for Robertone. Strelic's going to come off for Falcao. And that'll do for now, I reckon. Evening, Ionic Cloth. Good to see you. Welcome in. Right. Engel finds Riley McGree in front of him across to Lewis Miley. Melander's there. And there's Callum Britton. Whittaker. Britton. Plays it out to Miley. Back towards Naipan. Morris from the edge of the area. It drops to Falcao. And the Colombian grabs his 5th of the season. Not bad. I rate that. Did it take a big deflection here off someone? I think it comes off Scott Wharton potentially there before dropping to Falcao. Although Blackburn have had a similar number of shots from us, I don't think we've seen them have a highlight yet. So I think the tactical changes that we have looked to make are working nicely. And if Naipan can score, he can't. Yeah, I think the tactical changes look to have made a difference for us. Hit the post this time as well. We've not kept a clean sheet for a long, long time, and with 15 minutes to go, it's looking good for us. I won't try and jinx it too much. But we are hounding the penalty area right now. Morris this time, into the middle, somehow not turned in, and cleared by Blackburn. Are we back on the attack, though, again? Fry. Over the top. Straight out for a goal kick. Well, the highlight should have ended like 5 minutes ago then, shouldn't it? Look, let's see the game out now, shall we? Let's drop to balanced. And we'll just, in possession, we'll drop the tempo even more a little bit. Up the time wasting to more often. And see this game out for the final few minutes. And collect 3 points. How does this make us look in the table? Does it change much for us? It puts us back up to like 3rd place or something like that by the looks of things. Which is insane given that we've won 2 of our last like 10 games or something ridiculous like that. Morris. Hoofs this one clear. Falcao was there. And Lewis Miley looking to cause a counter. Falcao did so well to win that one in the air. He's not got the pace to get on a long ball forwards though. So we are playing it safer by passing into Naipan, who loses possession. Come on, I want to keep a clean sheet here. Let's not give up something really silly here at the end. In the 89th minute, let's just be sensible. Come on, we need to get hold of possession, win those second balls. The goal's coming. We're not keeping a clean... Oh, I thought we kept a clean sheet. I want to see the replay on that, though. I'm not entirely sure how it's gone on the back of a net. So Todd Cantwell gets the ball out wide. In comes the cross. I'm still not quite sure how that's gone in the back of a net from this angle at all. So either way, it has gone in the back of a net. We're 2-1 up, but there's now a... No, come on. Oh no. It's happening, isn't it? It's happening. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. Whew. That was concerning. Cleared by Fry. Miley brings it forwards. Okay, we can score a third. Shoot! Shoot! Thank you. Lewis Miley gets his first goal for the club. 3-1 in the 91st minute. We'll take that. Excellent stuff. Oh my word, that was not fun for a little while. That was not fun. Oh, I like how his highlight's still broken when you launch a counter from this end of the... This is ridiculous. Oh well, we don't get to see the goal, we just get to see our keeper watching it happen. Big win there then, big win. And I'm very happy with that. We had to get back to winning ways today. And we've done it there. So what does this do for the league table then? With now 7 games to go this season, it is moving us, when it wants to load, up to... stay in 6th place. Okay, stay in 6th place. That's a bit anticlimactic. I thought we'd jump higher. But at least we're 2 points clear of Preston now, 3 points clear of Leicester, and a good 5 points clear of Sheffield Wednesday. Still a lot to play for this season. Still a lot to play for. Skabala, humbling defeat. Oh, Skabala's moved from Lincoln City to Blackburn Rovers. Oh, no. And as a result, Lincoln have dropped down to 9th in the table. Just has to come on, Lincoln, get in the playoffs. Who's the manager now then? Harry Watling. Oh, who was a coach at Middlesbrough. Interesting. We let a coach go to manage Lincoln City. I rate that. Well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Fingers crossed. So who do we play next? Millwall. Oh, after international break, so we've got a little while then until the Millwall game. Let's get through this continuing then, shall we? Hey, Tom, I bought Lukaku in my Palmer save. He's got 21 goals and assists in 18 games. Not bad at all. Sounds like a very good signing to me. So I've been thinking about you all day, lol. How do your DOI go? I think the poor form from yesterday could have been poor morale. I've never seen you praise the players for a good performance or training. It could well be morale, to be fair. We did make some tactical tweaks at the start of this video to just slow the pace down a little bit, play a little bit more tiki-taka football, and we won 3-1 against Blackburn, which is pretty good. As for the DIY last night, I did take pictures. I've got receipts. I was hoping someone would ask me, to be fair. I am not a DIY guy. DIY is not my forte. I do not know much about DIY in the slightest. So I had to put 2 mirrors on the wall last night. And I've never hung mirrors on the wall or drilled into walls before or done anything of the sort. So I assuming it was going to go terribly wrong. However, as you can see, chat, from this photo, your boy has hung a mirror. It's actually level. This one, I'll be honest with you, actually, because the hooks are probably they're in like the curve here, and that was quite difficult to sort of measure. I'll be honest with you. It's. I've got the spirit level here. If we get onto me, you can see the spirit level. If I look, it should be in the middle like that. It's maybe like just ever so slightly off. It's just ever so slightly off this one, which is frustrating. But this one, bang, in my lounge. This one is good. This one is perfectly level, and there was like 31.5 centimeters either side of like gap that had to be either side, and when I measured it, it's like 31.2 and like 31.8. So it's basically bang center. It's perfectly level. It's basically bang center. Although it did take me 2 attempts because the first time I was like 4 centimeters off, and it was like, how the hell have I done that with all my measurements? But I've hung 2 mirrors, and I've also actually in my office put some acoustic paneling on the wall. Can you tell the difference in audio? Because this acoustic paneling's on the wall now behind my desk. Can you tell a difference in the audio? I don't think we'll really be able to tell until like a video and we actually properly edit the audio kind of thing. But we've now got these acoustic panels behind the wall. So yeah, my DIY was good, thank you. DIY went well. Thank you for asking. I was actually quite excited to tell people, but I wasn't going to tell people until someone actually asked. So thank you very much. You have made me a very happy man. You've made me a very happy man. Can you check the Scottish Premiership? We'll do so shortly, yes. Who's the top scorer in the league in your save, mate? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a quick look. In fact, let's look through all the leagues while we're at it, shall we? Let's just go to the Championship first and foremost. Top goal scorer is Richard Kone with 28 goals. I think you can tell a difference in the audio. Good, I'm glad. I've also got a massive beanbag in the room now because there was just no soft furnishings. I don't think I'll end up doing curtains in here because the blinds are so good, although curtains would be very handy, but it just feels like a ball ache to put up curtains. I've got all these shirts as well. So there's more soft furnishings in the room now, which is good. Anyway, Richard Kone, top goal scorer in the league. And if we just jump up to the Premier League, you can see that Erling Haaland with 20 goals is the top scorer in the division. But it's Arsenal who lead the way with 7 games to go this season, streaking ahead of Liverpool and Man City. Tottenham are way off there in 4th. Chelsea and Forest make it 5th and 6th. Newcastle are doing all right. But look at that relegation zone. Manchester United are in there. They're only a point away from Burnley in 17th place, so it's pretty tight for those guys there. But Manchester United, man. Insane. If they actually get relegated, I would be tempted to do a video with Manchester United, trying to sort of turn that around if they get relegated. That's genuinely mental, isn't it? If we look at Europe, England, in fact, it's probably quicker to just exit that. and go down to the Championship. We know the Championship table already. League One we had a look at earlier. And it's currently Bradford, Stevenage, Exeter and Rotherham going down, which is incredible because Bradford and Stevenage are doing very, very well in real life at the moment. Stockport and Luton looking like promoted teams, although they're only 2 points ahead of Huddersfield and Bolton, so it's very tight for the automatic promotion spots there. And then it's Cardiff are pretty safe for a playoff spot. It's that final playoff spot there that everyone is playing for. Pretty similar to last season, actually, in reality, or maybe 2 seasons ago, I think, because Lincoln just missed out on it, so... Looking good there. If we drop down into League 2. Walsall, top of the table with MK Dons and Colchester just behind. Again, it's very tight there as well. Bristol Rovers outside the playoffs could very easily go on to get automatic promotion as things stand right now. It's so tight at the top up there. I don't think Bromley or Notts County will get themselves in that playoff mix. Accrington Stanley and Harrogate are the teams dropping down as it stands at the moment. Fabrizio Cavagan is the top scorer for Bristol Rovers from Switzerland. Into the National League, we've got Carlisle at the top with Southend, Forest Green, Halifax, York, Hartlepool and Truro. Truro doing well there in those playoff spots. Brackley Town already relegated. Braintree, Altrincham and Woking maybe joining them. Sutton United, Boston United could be joining them as well as they are close to the relegation zones. If we go here and have a look at competitions, Europe, someone's wanted Scotland, the William Hill Premiership, Rangers at the top, streaking ahead of Celtic. They've pretty much got that one wrapped up, I'd say, with Dundee United in third, quite a way ahead of Hibs and Hearts. Kilmarnock and Livingston looking like they're going to go down. And just for our boy, if we click into that and drop down, oh no, this was not a bad idea. Partick Thistle are in the relegation zone. That's not so much fun. He's seen it as well. I'm sorry, Partick Thistle, boing boing. I'm sorry. Oh, sometimes you've got to laugh, haven't you? Sometimes you've got to laugh. Right, international break going on right now. And then we've got Millwall on the 3rd of April. My second game in charge of AFC Telford, 8-1. Congratulations. Who is everyone else managing right now? In the chat right now, please let me know who you're managing at the moment. Terry, very unrealistic, would be anywhere near the top. That's also very true, Terrier. Also very true. It seems like a disaster for you boys at the moment. As much as a disaster could be, I suppose. Hello from Como. Hello to Como. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the lake is still good. Charlton, Scunthorpe, Aldershot, Ilves from Finland. That's not how you say it, I don't think, but they've got one of the best badges in world football. They do. Strasbourg, Everton Women. How's it going with Everton Women? Dortmund, first place. Copenhagen. How are Airdrie top? Unbelievable. Shaking my head. It's terrible. Colchester, first season, second place. Doing better than Danny Cowley. Always do my first day with Birmingham, Merthyr Town, Accrington Stanley. How can I use an in-game editor? You've got to buy it from Steam. Huddersfield, West Ham, Newcastle Women, Cottagers, Arsenal Women, about to start Bradford, Espanyol, Bristol City, Stirling Albion, Scottish Second Division, Norwich, Blackburn, Union, Namur in Belgian lower leagues. That seems like a good fun one. AEK Athens, now Valencia. Well, you were AEK Athens. Does that mean you got sacked from AEK Athens? Lake is bloody lovely. Good, I'm glad. Going to do Man United save and then turn my big save with my team Newport. Norwich, Man United got relegated in my first season. Oh, Man United also got relegated. After your great youth intake, is it tempting? Oh, of course, we should, because we've got the in-game editor enabled on this save by accident. We should have a look and see how good those regens actually are, to be fair. The big update comes tomorrow, Jacob, I believe. I think. Directly blaming your boys for it. Half the team is XU. That's true. Yeah. Well, look, it's your fault for buying them. It's your fault for buying them. But they were very good for us, to be fair. Orient, Hammarby, Portsmouth. We've got a good selection. It's interesting that mostly English. I mean, I guess I'm an English-speaking bloke. So most of you are probably from England watching. But you've all got English teams. Apart from Thomas Wines, who's going to go for Pisa in his next save. That'd be good fun. What is your mark? I don't think I'll be able to see your marks. I think we've got attribute masking turned on here. Oh no, we've not got attribute masking turned on, so you can see Lamine Yamal. And we can also use the in-game editor. If we just look at his technical, he's got 178 current ability, mad. And because he is so good, whether they have actually just given him 192 potential ability or that is a random one, I don't know. I'd have to look into the pre-game editor to understand that, if I'm honest with you. But that's what he looks like. Very, very, very good. Really quite good. Is it worth waiting for the update for a long save? I don't know. I've not seen anything that's like completely game-breaking database-wise, so I think it'd be okay, to be fair. I think it'd be okay. Yeah, now I think about it, I do want to look at our under-18s and the youth intake that we had. Was anyone like insane that came through? Lewis Senior. Lewis Senior, who we said, he looks like. That's so interesting because we said yesterday he looks fast and has got good determination but nothing else. Turns out he's got the best current ability out of all of them. Lewis Senior. Or potential ability, sorry. 157. That would make him like, potentially fringe England international down the line kind of thing. Kellen Billingsley, 154. Again, actually, these three players could potentially in the future end up being England internationals, which is really quite sick. Once you dip under 150 for like an England, Spain kind of thing, you're probably not going to be getting into the England team. And even then, it's a bit of a... They've got to completely reach their potential ability and, have the look that no one else is very good in their position, for example. Kellen Billingsley might have the advantage of being a left-footed defender. Not so many of them, for example. Yeah, honestly, that really was... Because, oh my word. The worst player... of like the best players that we got in our youth. You can see why they call this a golden generation. You can see why they call this a golden generation. That's such a good youth intake. Now I am kind of gutted that we're not going to continue on with this actually, because I mean, again, it would take like 10 years to get them to be very good as well, to be fair. But that is such a good intake. Such a good intake. Wow. Well, now we know. Now we know. And just clock why FM's in your name. Did you think I was just like a dodgy radio station or something like that? Is that what the thought process was? Win the Premier Borough, have to sell most of the first team and pay off chairman's debts, rebuild mostly with youth and reduce transfer budget, win the Prem and Euro trophies. That would be quite good fun, to be fair. I agree. That is a video idea for down the line. Right, let's get Callum Britton starting this game. And I want to start Whittaker again after he's come back from a small knock. But everyone else can stay as they are for now. We'll do that. I'll do a link and save at some point, but we're playing with Middlesbrough right now as we finish off our beta save, to be fair. Love the sound when the ball hits the woodwork. I think they have really upgraded the sound in-game. It is quite nice, to be fair. Favourites for a reason. Let's go out and make sure we're left as to no doubts into what... I can't remember what sentence we said now. I think I said it correctly, but there we go. Right, we're 6th, and we're playing against 21st place Millwall, and we're at home. My word, if we do not win this game, we are frauds. So let's get the game up underway and get another 3 points. We had a good start to the stream, big win. Now we need to follow it up with another one. Malander finds an iPad in front of him. There's Callum Britton out wide, who can't advance forwards. So has to use Lewis Miley, who's in support. And the two of them are now bringing the ball into the middle of the pitch where we've got a little bit more space for Whittaker to shoot from distance. And it wasn't a bad effort, to be fair. How often do you use the new dynamic mode? I would probably just save it for like cup finals, if I'm honest with you. I've not really found a use for it outside of cup finals and things like that. How do you like our extended beta? Love to go into the full version with no patch. It is a bit strange, I do agree, but they wouldn't just do it for no reason. So I think it's got to do with the fact that, like Sony and Microsoft, from my understanding, you submit the updates to them, and they want to check the updates themselves to make sure nothing is going to break their systems and stuff like that. That's my understanding of it. But whether this, because I'm assuming that the same updates go out to PC and console, because I think there's parity this year apart from the modding capabilities on PC. I'd imagine. I think. I've not got a link to the attackless tactic actually. I will do that at some point. To be fair, actually. But there's no individual instructions on the players, I don't think. There might have been a shoot less often on the wide players potentially. But it's just yeah, I explained it all in the video obviously, so you can just copy it from there as well. Have they updated the game for release? I think they will do this week, essentially. I don't understand why they removed shouts. Well, they got rid of it apparently because they didn't actually do anything. Kind of thing, it was just a cosmetic thing that made you think you were doing something or along those kind of lines. And I think because they thought we're rebuilding the entire game, let's make sure it works next time we actually implement it, I presume. "40 minutes into this game and we still haven't cracked Millwall, and they look to be a lot more dangerous than in the previous game that we played." We are defending well though. They've not had a real clear-cut chance yet, Millwall, I don't think. Callum Britton clears that one. I'm not quite sure what his highlight is even for at this point, but there we go. Is patch confirmed tomorrow? I thought it was, but someone else in the chat said it's not, so I don't really know. In-game, pre-game editors are now out, yes. They changed goalkeeper distribution. I'm sure you can still do it to centre-backs and full-backs, I think. As Callum Britton scores an own goal. Unfortunate. Goalkeeper distribution. Yeah, centre-backs, full-backs, flanks, playmaker, target forward, over. I mean, there's more options than there were previously, actually. This year, really easy to get massive score lines. Massive score lines because I can't work out how to defend. I think defending is still the biggest issue for me. And, I want to try and create tactics that win 1-0 now. I just want to keep clean sheets. Terrible so far, sort it out. Players look switched off. Okay, that's not great, is it? I think playing on balance massively helps. Okay, that's something we can maybe do, to be fair. Try striker as a channel forward and winger as a wide forward. I mean, at this point, we've got to try, haven't we? We've got to try something. Rowan, thank you very much for the raid, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How are you enjoying FM26? Welcome in, Raiders. We're finishing off our beta save with Middlesbrough this evening, and we're looking to try and get ourselves in the playoffs, well, stay in the playoffs. We're hanging in there by a thread as it stands right now. We're hanging in there by a thread. Wide forward. Channel forward. Robertone is going to come on for Whittaker. Morris is going to come on for Miley. There are two changes that we're going to make right now. Living match days and tactics. I agree. I think the tactics are the best they've ever been. I really enjoy tactics, even though I can't quite suss out defense yet. It is Pjanic in the squad. Yes, we got one a free transfer at the start of the season. Schalke will be good fun though. They're Zwei Bundesliga, aren't they? Schalke, if I remember correctly. We have been dominating this game, which is the most frustrating part about it. We had double the shots to Middlesbrough right now. It's smart thinking, Sean. It's smart thinking. Luckily, that one was disallowed. Again, that's a wide angle shot, you're right. Or narrow angles, rather, kind of thing. But disallowed. So thankfully, it's okay. That's a shame, Alexander. That's a shame. Let's not concede another goal here. We've got 10 minutes to go. I'm going to drop us to, or push us up to attacking rather. Oh, it's off the post. It's off the post. Fry, come on, fella. It's not really what we needed there at all. 14 shots to 7. They had 2 on target. And it just takes a huge deflection off Callum Britton to go in the back of the net. How have we not got anything out of this game at all in the slightest? Well, yesterday's stream started off with a big win and then we just kept losing. Is the same going to happen today? That is the other frustrating thing, isn't it? And it drops us out of the playoffs as well, chat. It drops us out of the playoffs. After playing so well all season long. We've been in the playoffs since the very start. That's a frustrating one. Hello to Thailand. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, Oxford and Sheffield Wednesday in 8th place as well. There's a lot of strange things going on this table. I don't touch training personally. I should learn it at some point. But I choose not to because my assistant manager always does a very good job. So that's what it is. Looks like we're at Easter, so that must have been a Good Friday. Easter Monday away at Swansea. We need to make sure we win that game. That was a huge win for Millwall, by the way, because they're in a relegation battle, aren't we? This stream starts with a loss and a win streak. We already won the first game. We beat Blackburn 3-1 in the first game. Now we're on the loss streak. That's true. That's true. If they don't lock in, that's me done with Middlesbrough. What is morale like actually in the squad? First team. Morale it's good. It's fairly okay actually. Looking at it's not great. Let's be honest. Let's go to interaction. Let's just praise your conduct. Everyone loves their conduct being praised. Did that do anything to his morale? It's now fair. I think it was probably fair before, wasn't it? Yeah, it's not done anything to his morale there. Naipan is on fair. He's on fairly good. Actions. Interaction. Praise conduct. It's not changed, it has it. Have we got to press continue for it to change or something? Can't get FM26 full screen. Any ideas? Just go to preferences. There. And there you go, full screen. There you go. No, it didn't do anything praising. Oh, maybe they've kind of like fixed the player morale system where you can't just like keep praising them constantly and they just love you and get really happy. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different. Interesting. Right. As for this game coming up, I want to get Rossman back on the bench for Pjanic. Let's change McGree to a wide forward. And Strelic to a channel forward. Just see if that makes any kind of difference. I'm open to anything at this point. Do I want to start Robertone? No, I don't think I do just yet. Let's go to the game. No worries, mate. No worries. Right. All the best out there. Have fun. Lost focus, David Strelick. At least some players appeared interested. Like, I'm just trying to be gentle with them, you know, and just try and, like, encourage them, you know, get them out of their shell a little bit. Right. Kickoff is upon us here. Strelick plays the ball out to his near side, straight to Riley McGree, but the highlight finishes. Clearly nothing good came of that. There were no shots actually taken there either, so that's frustrating. Start board, just no. Refused to. Engels already got a knock early on here. How bad is this knock? Potential We've got Neto Borges on the bench. Let's just bring him on and just make that change straight away. Just make sure that we don't get a bad injury. Team Icebreak, get him to do 2 lies and a truth. That'll be good fun. One of my favourite shows is Would I Lie to You? That is so fun. I love that. The Birchwood Vampire, thank you very much for the super chat there. Much appreciated. Did my Birmingham just make the FA Cup semi-final? We'll check after this match for you. We will check after this game. That would be insane if they did, though, to be fair. That would be a story. I will double check for you. Ball into the middle by Swansea. It was going wide, but Strelick has cleared it and hoofed it to safety. And is that the highlight? That's the highlight. Very even game thus far. As Hackney gives the ball to Callum Britton. Forwards to Whittaker. Surely now he's got to deliver the ball right onto the foot of Naipan. He doesn't. He puts it in front of the keeper instead. Maybe he was trying to shoot there. Hackney does his typical shot from distance. One in every 20 comes off. But he scored quite a long distance goal recently, so he's not going to score another one again for quite some time, I don't think. Whittaker to Hackney. Come on, fellas. Melander's been a bright spark since joining the club. It's a great ball, but I think he's offside. Whittaker's got the goal, but it's got to count! Linesman kept us flagged down. I was certain that was offside. We might get a better angle in the replay, potentially. But out of nowhere, Lewis Miley plays a wonderful ball forwards. Or was it Melander? No, it was Lewis Miley. No, he was onside. It was this centre of the centre-backs here who was just playing him onside there. He times the run perfectly. Past Figaro, the keeper. And we take the lead here. In the 40th minute, just for half-time. I think based on the match stats, we deserve that. Does that help us out in the league table? It puts us up to 6th place again, which is nice. We'll take that. Playing an afternoon, I've hit the post more times than touches on the ball. Can't believe this. If we lose, I'm blaming the attack. It's all the attack's fault, not yours. Never yours. 1-0 up at half-time then. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Go out there and show me what you can do, fellas. Show me what you can do. Look at the match momentum. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Oh yeah, dominating. Dominating it, aren't we? And the XG's looking good for us as well. Although, it looks good on that graph until you realise that it's like half an XG each, which is not brilliant. Have you heard how bad it is on console, and do you reckon they'll fix any of it? I've not seen anything about console yet at all in the slightest, but yes, they will do. Neto plays the ball forward, intercepted by Galbraith, and Ronald loses it back, so we regain possession. McGree to Naipan. Forwards to Strelick. Strelick brought down, and the referee has given us a free kick here. Now, is this going to lead to a goal because they're showing... Oh, it's a straight red card. Oh no, double yellow, sorry. Double yellow. And he's off. That's what the highlight's for. So Swansea now down to 10 men. Let's bring some fresh legs on here to see what we can do. So let's bring on Rossman and Robertone. And I think we could do Bangura at fullback, to be fair. See how he performs there. Maybe Morris too, as the playmaker. Let's try that, shall we? Playing an Xbox with a tight bit, I don't see anything bad with the game. Okay. Yeah, okay. I feel you. Okay. Right, Middlesbrough in possession. Bangura to Morris. 15 to go. We could do with a second goal here to really shut the game down and make Swansea lose all hope. Naipan out wide to Rossman, who's breaking down that far wing. And he gets the assist. You love to see it. Strelic now with another goal there. 18 in 39 matches. I think he's proved himself to be the lead striker in this team. I know Falcao was trying to get there. Well, he's only just onside there, to be fair, but does well. Good movement from him. Gets the goal, and that should be that done now. 3 points. Robertone swings the ball into the middle, headed over the bar by Malanda. Not bad though, not bad. Vigaro. Intercepted. And Robertone now takes on his man, gets past him, finds a wonderful ball through to Naipan, who pushes it out wide, gets past his man, takes a shot. Why is he not past that? Fella, you basically stood on the byline. Just cross it, don't shoot. Stop being greedy. You're here for assists, Naipan. You've got like 15 of them this season. Just claim the assists, please. God, it's so tight, isn't it, this playoff situation? So tight. If we have had crybabies talking about not playing enough game time, I've just not seen it because I don't really read the messages. I love that I can just skip all the messages now. But I think, to be fair, for the most part, like, the very good players at Middlesbrough have been given like first team status, and the players who aren't really good are like squad players, fringe players. So no one's really complained at all, actually, which is quite handy. There we go. 2-0 win. We'll take that. Massive result for us. Good win. It's nice to get another win for a while, actually, as well. And we're up to 6th in the table. So we leapfrog Southampton there. We just need like a Leicester and an Oxford and a Norwich to just lose a game, just so we can get ourselves more comfortable in that sort of top 6 kind of thing. Engel injured for 2 weeks. So good job he did take him off the pitch there, because that could have been a lot worse maybe with his groin strain. Good job he did take him off. Yes, FA Cup. Let's have a look, shall we? FA Cup. Oh, because it's not licensed, is it? So it's going to be called something different, isn't it? Competitions and awards. Oh, FA. Oh, it is licensed. No, it's not. I just think I've downloaded a logo pack, probably. Yeah. Fair play. Semi-finals hasn't been drawn yet. But yeah. Forest, Manchester United, Tottenham and Birmingham City. All in the FA Cup semi-finals. Huge. We're 6 points away from automatic promotion. It is possible. And given how people just seem to be dropping points left, right and centre, if we win every game for the rest of the season, that's ours for the taking. Playoffs are 2 legs in the 2 legs in the semis and then a single leg. I don't think they've changed it in real life yet. I think they're talking about it. I don't think they've actually done it in real life yet. I'm just looking at my acoustic panels, and I think I could have done with 4 more. Or I've done them really high. I don't know why I've done them quite so high. I maybe should have done them a little bit lower. Oh well. Conway's still not on the bench. That's true. We should get him on there as well. But I like Rossman. Maybe he should go on there instead of Falcao, to be fair. I think Falcao is done. Actually, we've got the in-game editor in this, haven't we? So we can just have a look, can't we, and just decide who's good. Like I say, we forgot to turn it off when we started the game. Now the game's fully out and the in-game editor's available, which I've now bought. We can just see all this kind of stuff, which is interesting. But we're not going to play past this season, so it doesn't really matter at all at this point. Yeah, we'll get Conway on the bench because he's got 126 current ability compared to Falcao's 109, bless him. He really is on the decline. I'm glad he signed for us, though. And those 5 goals are important goals as well. Very important goals for us. Pjanic is still alright, actually, at 121. Like, he's still... I mean, he's better than Kante. We might as well put on the bench of the Kante, to be fair. Interesting. Who's got the highest potential in this team? Other than Falcao and Pjanic. Oh, Naipan we said earlier, but that's arbitrary. It could be a lot higher, could be a lot lower, depending on your save file. He'll have a random potential, won't he? Abramovich, the keeper, probably does as well, but he's got quite high potential. Hackney won't be random because he's old enough now for it to kind of be like settled. So, yeah, you'd say he is the guy that's going to be very good in this Middlesbrough team in real life then in the future. Higher than Lewis Miley, but Lewis Miley's is probably going to be randomised as well, to be fair. I would say. Conway's pretty high too, actually. Spot that. And Malanda. But it's unlikely Morris and Malanda will reach those potentials, I would say. IMO. And Rossman, only 138 potential. And I think being 21, 22, his might be like a fixed potential now, so it's not going to be randomised anymore. I'm sure it's like 21's usually the cut-off age for like a randomised potential or a potential ability range. Unless you're Lamine Yamal and you're incredible and they just like bake it in at 192, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Right, interestingly here, Middlesbrough attracting interest amid takeover rumours. We had a takeover earlier in the season, and apparently the new bloke, Trevor Bull, is already thinking about trying to sell the club. No form bids have been made. Trevor Bull would be willing to entertain the proposal. He's just here for a quick buck, isn't he? He's here for a quick buck. That's all he wants. He doesn't care. Under 21s. No one's got insane potential, but again, a lot of these will be kind of like random, I think, probably. Like Law McCabe, I imagine is going to be in a bit of a random range of what his potential is every time you load up a save file kind of thing. But no one's looking like a world beater potential-wise from the under 21s. Right, Portsmouth. We made the change to the bench, haven't we? Conway's on there. Although he's still slightly injured, to be fair. So I guess that's why he wasn't on the bench to start off with. I'll leave him on there for now, though. Right. Oh, Engel's got to come off, though, hasn't he? We'll bring Neto Borges on for him instead. And he can stick on the bench for a bit as well. That's fine. Go to the game. Let's go. Right, play the 3 games. We had 8 to go, 5 to go. 5 games to go this season. Address the team. It's important we get used to the home advantage. Let's go out and get a result. No reaction. Great. Thanks everyone for your... Thanks for bothering, fellas. Right. Let's go, shall we? Let's go. Kick off. We want to see the match stats, not the XG story. Let's get an early goal here, please. We've not had an early goal for a while. It makes it feel a lot more settled when we do that. So if we can win the ball, high up the pitch here off Jason Knight, for example, that would be wonderful. Regan Poole, former Lincoln City player, plays it long. Out wide to this near side. Neto Borges is going to get himself a straight red card there, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, well, Riley McGree is going to have to make way here then for Bangora, who's going to drop here. And then we're going to have... what we'll do is we'll have Naipan and Whittaker there. Whittaker can be a second striker. Naipan can be an advanced playmaker. And Lewis Miley's going to have to be like a defence midfielder as we try to hold on to things here. You have to track back Naipan, I think, in this here, and you're going to be our outlet attacking midfielder. Team instructions then, right. Let's really drop the tempo down, hold our shape. Let's play for set pieces this time as well, actually. Play out from the back. The rest of that looks good to me. Out of possession, though, we need to just not be quite so forceful with things, maybe. And we'll drop to balanced as well. Right, let's give that a go. See how we do. Late in the game, I think we may be making a wing back to offer the width, but I'd like to keep this at 0-0 for as long as possible if I'm with you, if you get me. I know Simaggio. He's a good guy. I like him a lot. If I'm honest with you, I think that's genuinely the first red card we've had all season. Can you guys think of another time we've had a red card? I really don't think we've had one. We're in the playoff spots right now. We're in 6th place. It's a playoff spot. But if we don't win this game, it's going to be a bit tricky. In fact, actually, because Southampton... The arrows are backwards still, which is frustrating. So Southampton haven't dropped down. They've actually moved up from 7th to 5th. We've dropped from 6th to 7th. So the arrows are backwards. Think of it that way. 5 games to play, including this one. Yeah, every new Football Manager game that comes out, they have to get rid of the old one because it then breaks licensing agreements. So it's not just now they've done it, they do it every single time a new Football Manager game comes out. You can still, if you've still got the other ones there, like in your Steam library, you can still play the older versions, but you just can't buy them. I'll tell you what, I think we've done well here to get to half-time at 0-0. We are at half-time, good. Portsmouth, understandably, doing better than we are right now with the extra man. But we've not really seen them have any chances, have we? You've been unlucky so far. You've done nothing wrong. People seem motivated by that, which is good. So, Strelic on the ball. Looks to get past his man. Does so to an extent. Gets to Hackney. If we can score a goal here, it would be amazing with Hackney's shot. Off the post. Oh, it bounced off the back of the keeper, but the defender manages to get this clear. That was a golden opportunity for us there. Callum Britton now to Whittaker. Whittaker into the middle. Corner ball. Are we going to see it as a highlight? I don't think so. Oh, we are. This could be good. This could be good. As Britton into the middle. Cleared. Only as far as Whittaker, who shoots from distance and it goes over the crossbar. A real shame. Okay. I think it's a good idea to make some changes. I think the 6.6 and 6.5 ratings our attackers are on is nothing of their own doing, really. It's rather a product of what's happened here. Callum Britton. Back to Melander, Lewis Miley, Callum Britton. Good ball into Whittaker. Cross it. He takes it out wide instead. Gets past his man. Cross it. Don't shoot. Oh, he does shoot and score. We've taken a lead. We're down to 10 men. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Whittaker. Excellent work there. You love to see it. There we go. Highlights driven kickoff though is concerning. Bangura. Back to Abramovich, the keeper. Cleared out wide to Bangura. Go on. And he just gives the ball away immediately. He got confident there. He got confident. And now Callum Lang's in the penalty area. And Portsmouth are knocking on the door. Chaplin now. Ogilvie. A real shame. When we thought things were going well for us, to be fair, we've had a very good second half here, to be fair. Right, who could we bring on in this situation here? Conway's coming back for a Robertone. It's got to be Robertone here. I think Pjanic has got something to offer. So does Aidan Morris. I'm not going to bring Conway on just yet. I'll give it the last 10 minutes maybe for him, potentially. I mean, I'll take a draw, I suppose, on the grounds that we are... down to 10 men. It took me a while to think of that sentence. Also, Sword Scribe, thank you for the tier 1 7 minutes ago. Much appreciated, fella. Good to have you here. 10 to go. Let's bring Conway on then. Let's bring him on up top. See if he can just do something that Strelic can't do. And that's all the changes we can make. It's just so frustrating to see that we're in that winning position for like 60 seconds and then just threw it away completely. And we might throw away a point here as well, but Fry does well to clear it. Only as far as Portsmouth players on the edge of the attacking third. Murphy shot from distance is just over the crossbar. And we are holding on to this game right now. We're holding on to a solitary point here, which could be very important come the end of the season. Conway does well to keep hold of possession. Finds Whittaker in front of him. Over to Robertone, who's not going to win that one. Instead, it's Portsmouth bringing it down the far side of the pitch. Robertone tracking back. Can't stop the pass forwards. And out of absolutely nowhere, and Abramovich is to blame there. Abramovich is to blame massively. But there's a highlight happening straight away. Morris to Robertone. Bangura now. Uses Robertone. He's got two players in support, but takes it on himself. He's completely through. He scores, Robertone. We're straight back in it just as quickly as Portsmouth score their equaliser. We score ours. And I want to get a third here. I'm going to go attacking at this point. Robertone. Again, it's a poor goalkeeping decision there from the keeper. Yeah, continue those tactical changes, please. Let's go attacking for the final few moments of this game. I want to see it happen. We have got 7 minutes of added time. Surely that's enough time to score a goal here. Surely that's enough time to get a winner. But as the clock ticks down, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you know what? I'm proud of the point. It's down to 10 men for 80 minutes plus. So come away with a point. I'll take that. What does that do for the table, though? It puts us in 7th place. Still level on points with Leicester. But now Coventry and Oxford are just a little bit further away. So are Norwich. We've got 2 tough games coming up here, though, chat. Ipswich Town next, who are the runaway leaders at the top of the table. And then Sheffield Wednesday, who are 3 points behind us. Then we've got Watford, and we finish off the season with Wrexham. Watford are 11th, Wrexham are 14th. So it's not an easy end to the season, this at all. So Ipswich has secured a playoff spot there. Good for them. Neto Borges banned for 1 game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's for 3 games, though. We'll just issue half a week's wages for the fine. For the red card, sorry. Half a week's wages fine. Whittaker is close to triggering a clause for transfers. Great. More money going out of the club. Blackburn have officially been relegated as well. See you later, Blackburn. A week off until the Ipswich game. Ipswich away is going to be tough. I think we even change our... We go from positive to balance for that game. I think going there, trying to play the way that we play is going to be difficult, maybe. We'll take the result, Vid. We'll take the result. Both goals, there may have been Portsmouth goals. Sorry, our goals may have been mistakes from the Portsmouth goalkeeper, both of them, potentially. Yes. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Derby have just beaten Sheffield Wednesday. That's good for us, because they had that game in hand. Birmingham beat Charlton. And they actually now go... look how tight it is here. Up until about game week 39, we've been in the playoffs since the very start. And now it's all just unravelling at the end of the season here for us. And 3 games in the space of 6 days there. My word. Our boys are going to be tired. Lucas Robertone injured. What's wrong with you? Out for 2 weeks? No! We've got... No! Robertone! We've got 3 games in 6 days. You can't be gone for that amount of time. Oh, fellas. Yep, Neto given a further 2-match ban as well, so it's basically him gone for the rest of the season, isn't it? So Neto's going to come off for Engel. We'll bring on to the bench and Falcao onto the bench instead. Oh, is Engel injured? No. Engel is slightly injured. Okay, well in that case, Bangora's going to start. Robertone's now got to come off the bench as well for Solbrin. Oh no, Kante can come on the bench, can't he? There we go. Sweet. That'll do. How you get Mr. Work? 50 minutes of playing that's crashed up teen times. I haven't had a crash, to be fair, if I'm honest with you. So I suppose. Look. Injuries and suspensions at a crucial point of the season is really frustrating. We're going to have to go with this again, aren't we? Maybe Bangora... No, maybe not for this game. I was going to make him a wing back, but I don't think I want to do that for this this first game. That feels like a bit risky against Ipswich. We'll drop to balanced as well for this one. Let's go to the match. Teams are warming up. Please wait. Ipswich have got Matt Sells. That feels a bit unfair. Have they got Ashley Young in real life as well? That also seems a bit unfair, I'll be honest with you. It's a decent side, isn't it? So who's the Forest goalkeeper now then? That sells. Oh, I can't actually click into his actual profile. There is a way around it though. Up to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest. Squad. Who's their goalkeeper now then? Oh, they've got Chesney on loan. Insane. Maria's got really good potentiality. Wow, I didn't know that was that good. I'm getting quite distracted here, but I'm interested in the potentiality. Harvey Barnes had very high potential. Didn't know it was that high. Elliot Anderson's very high. You said Elliot Anderson, Amari Hutchinson, 165 potentiality. That seems a bit excessive to me. I don't really see Amari Hutchinson being that good in the future. Or McAtee, really, 156. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Right, pressure's all on them, so what we've got to lose, let's go out there and cause an upset. And players appeared interested, which is better than nothing, so we'll take that. Top of the table, Ipswich Town. They've already secured a playoff spot. If they win today, they may actually end up securing automatic promotion as well, potentially. Philogene and Johnson combine on the far side of the pitch. And Nunez now. Back to Ben Johnson. They're toying with us, aren't they? On the edge of the penalty area. And Abramovich has to save with his feet there. A bit unorthodox, but at least he didn't go in the back of the net. But if we can have more possession than Ipswich here today, I think we'll have done a good job. We try and play for possession, don't we? And I'm looking at the possession stats right now. And, okay, we're getting better. It was as low as like 39% at one point. But we're working our way into this game, 10, 15 minutes in. And we're slowly starting to put our stamp on the game. A good job we've not had anyone sent off yet as well. That's also quite handy. Britain's cross, cleared. And Philogene looks to get away on the counter. We do stop the counter, though, with a nice bit of pressing work. But they do bypass it quite nicely. And Chuba Akpom now gets it through to George Hurst. Over the top to Sammy Schmosdics, who scores the goal to give the league leaders the lead. We knew this game was going to be an uphill battle. We knew this game was going to be difficult. I was hoping we could hold out a little longer than 15 minutes, though. That is annoying. That is really annoying. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. Bangura. Out wide. Plays the ball down to McGree. Back to Hackney. Into Bangura on the overlap, or underlap really. And it's somehow not been put in the back of the net. I was seeing goal line technology here. And actually, that's a lot closer than I thought it was, to be fair. Oh, that's so unfortunate. A real shame. And they are just skipping past our players, aren't they? And scoring a goal. Oh my word, we knew it was going to be tough. Let's play some more direct football instead, I reckon. I mean, maybe we should nib some start, I don't know. The booing trend at Anfield, no surprise. Yeah, no surprise there at all, I'll be honest with you. Forgot it's Champions League football tonight, isn't it? We'll keep tabs on those scores. That is exciting. Who is playing this evening? Obviously Madrid versus Liverpool. That's on Prime, actually, isn't it? I'm trying to find the scores on my phone. We've actually played better at changing our approach here, to be fair. But we just can't seem to find the back of the net. The pundits might not believe in us today, but the fans do. Go out there and do them proud. The sorting on my phone is really weird for the leagues on this app that I use. I guess it just before it shows me Champions League, it showed me like the National League North and South, and then we get the Champions League. Oh, Arsenal already won 3-0 tonight. Saka and Marino 2-0 against Slavia Prague. Napoli and Frankfurt drew. Atletico Madrid against USG. Bodo Glimt against Monaco. Juve Sporting, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Olympiacos, PSV, PSG, Bayern Munich. Some really good games tonight, to be fair. Really good games. Oh, I'm bored of this now, though. We've made changes, and they're still winning, and they're still scoring more goals. We're not beating Ipswich, are we? Let's get some match sharpness and some players that might need the match sharpness heading into the latter stages of this season, shall we? Players who might need to be used. There we go. We'll make all 5 changes there. FOTMob's what I use. Oh, there is a game actually affecting Lincoln City tonight. In the EFL Trophy, Notts County 0, Manchester United under-21s 1. And that will affect things for us. Because if that stays the same, if that stays like that, we'll have qualified from the group before we even play Barnsley. So that'd be very nice to know we've got knockout football coming at some point. So I'd like that result to stay the same. Serious question, not played FM for years. Should I get 26 or get FM24 for now? Well, you can't get FM24 anymore because they always get rid of the old Football Manager when a new one comes out because the licenses run out on the old game essentially. So legally they can't then sell the... You could probably find it on like some dodgy third-party site somewhere. But it's 26 or nothing at the moment. But I think a lot of the negativity has been blown way out of proportion, if I'm honest with you. Way out of proportion. Rossman does well, though, to bring the ball down. Get it into the middle. And Naipan get to the middle. Well, I'd say consolation goal, but there's still plenty of time left in this game. And actually, look at the match stats. We've had more XG. As many shots. We've just been rather unfortunate, maybe. We'll look at the league table after the game. Pjanic to Rossman. Could the comeback be on here as Rossman finds an Naipan? Oh my word! Naipan's on a mission. Agree, Dill. I agree. It looks different, but all the same information is there. It's just in different places, and it's just a little clunky to get around at the moment as everyone learns it. When mods come in, they speed up the UI a little bit because there's been some mods already that look to be doing that. I think people will enjoy it a lot more, to be fair. Sadly, though, I don't think the comeback is going to be on here. We looked for a moment like we were going to be doing something. And frustratingly, as you can see, we've had 17 shots, they've had 17 shots. We had more XG, equal possession. They just have... There we go. Address for team. Should have won that game based on my numbers. Everyone seems pretty happy with that, so I don't know. But Ipswich are top of the table for a reason, and that reason is they're very good, and they're clinical, and they know how to win games. And as you can see from the table here, We are dropping off now. There's 3 games to go, but we're 3 points off Leicester. This gap is slowly widening now, which is frustrating. Ipswich have all but confirmed the title as well by this point as well. I mean, something shocking has got to happen for them to lose it in Oxford. So, Oxford United, by the way, going to the Premier League. That's insane. Are Manchester United still in the relegation zone? They are still in the relegation zone, Manchester United. But they've got 4 games to play. 4 games to play. No, they've got 6 games to play, sorry. 6 games. 38 games in total, haven't they? And they've got games in hand over teams around them. So there's still time for United to save themselves, unfortunately. Frustrating. There's already a 7th tier database made, is there? Already that's been put out. That's insane. Some quick work from these database guys. I guess a lot of it can just be carried over from previous versions of the editors, though, can't they? Which I should have thought about before I deleted everything for FM24. Oh well. Right, a few days off until we play Watford. Watford in 11th place right now. Wait, what? Oh no, we've got a few days to play Watford, but before then we've got Sheffield Wednesday right now. Oh, there's so many games coming thick and fast. It's straight away into this one. Do I want to make any changes to the lineup? No, I don't think I do really. Rossman's going to start ahead of McGree. That might be the change that I want to make here. But other than that, I think I'm okay. We're going to go back onto positive here as well. Yeah, you can do your staff responsibilities. If you go to club, staff, responsibilities, delegation, you can go through all that stuff and delegate. So that's how you do it. Playoffs are still an option. Promotion automatic is not there, I'd say, but playoffs are still an option. We just have to win our final 3 games of a season, and you know that will guarantee it pretty much. But this is a huge game. We are level on points with Sheffield. If we lose this game, I think it's probably done for. So this really is make or break for us. This is hugely make or break. Hackney to Bangora to get the game underway here. Bailey Cadamartri up top for Wednesday. Former Lincoln City Loney. Was alright at Lincoln, to be fair. Looks like they brought in a couple of players in January, though. I don't think Jan Valery plays for them in reality, does he? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But given the turmoil at Sheffield Wednesday, it seems insane that they actually have a team at all, to be fair. So it's quite nice him doing well in Football Manager, despite all the things going on off the pitch. Right, I'm going to expand the league table so you can see the top 10 behind me and see what changes are going on. Remember, the arrows are in reverse, so Coventry have just overtaken Oxford United to go back into 2nd place. Wednesday, looking to bring the ball forwards with Max Lowe. And that shot wasn't far off, you know. That shot was not far off. We are the better of the 2 sides right now in terms of possession, XG and shot, so I'll have that. Oh, he does play for Wednesday in real life. Incredible. I feel like he was always like a really solid player to have. Another injury for Rossman. That's frustrating, isn't it? Well, in that case, Conway, on you come. See what you can do at left wing as a wide forward. Let's see if you can do something that Rossman and McGree can't. Wednesday in and around the area, blocked by Bangora. And here we go. Here we go on a bit of a counter right now. Hackney finds Strelic. Strelic holds at the play and finds Whittaker, using him nicely, and brings Callum Britton into focus on that far side. Gets past his man. Can he put in a great low cross? He does. And Naipan's there. I thought it was Strelic. Naipan's there with his 8th goal of the season to give us the lead in the 40th minute. A crucial moment in the game here. Whoever wins this game is going to have playoff aspirations. The team that loses is pretty much done for. This really is a make or break game for both these two sides. And if we expand the table, we can see that we extend ahead of Sheffield Wednesday. We're both started on 68 points. We're now on 71, level on points with Leicester. We're really just playing Leicester for 6th place at the moment. We're really just playing Leicester for 6th place. We take the lead just for half-time. And it's a good first half performance. Let's keep it up. Let's say that. Keep everyone happy. Keep morale going. 3 changes at half-time there for Sheffield Wednesday as well. They know they have to do something to get back in this game. Interesting, it was 2 centre-backs as well. Right, Callum Britton's corner, 49 minutes in. If we can score from this, we're cruising. Britton's corner. Headed goalwards by Malanda. And that might be just what we need here, everyone. That might be just what we need. Malanda rising highest above about 3 Wednesday players there. But straight away at the other end of the pitch, it's a Sheffield Wednesday corner which we've cleared. Only as far as Bannon. Back out wide. Cleared by Strelic, but not effectively enough. Wednesday still causing us some issues here. And it's a great save to deny a clear shot on goal there. And then collected by Abramovich. Okay, good. Good. Whew. Concerning. Conway's done a good job since coming on. Whittaker not really playing great, neither is Strelic. We've not really got replacements for them at the moment. Defence doing really well. Everyone playing well in defence. Fry not so much, but it's okay. Maybe we'll take him off in a moment. Bannon forwards to Ugbo. Cadamartri. Ugbo back on the overlap. Is forced out wide. But Wednesday have broken through. I don't want to see the replay again. Right, we've got about 25 minutes to play in this game. Ayling's looking anxious. You're not coming on then, fella. Alan Jones. Not Alan Jones. Aidan Jones, isn't it? Alfie Jones. Okay, Alfie Jones, on you come. Can Conway play on the right-hand side? He probably can, can't he? And then we'll bring McGree on the left-hand side. And I want the composure of Pjanic on the pitch as well right now. He'll get us through this. He'll get us through this. 20 minutes to go. A very even game right now. Wednesday actually have the higher XG. They've had nearly 2 XG. They will start to feel aggrieved at the moment, won't they? Corner from McGree, though. If we can just extend this again. Another corner goal would be great, but it has been cleared. Oh, and here comes Ugbo now instead. And Wednesday have numbers on the counter. Ugbo in the penalty area. From 2-0 up. A draw doesn't help either of us. A draw does not help either of us. We're going to go more attacking now. A draw is the last thing either of us need here. The only way one of us is going to get playoffs is by winning. And McGree has got a chance. Oh, to put us in front. Flashes across the face of goal. Strelic, in a game where we really need our top goal scorer to perform, is having an absolute stinker. And there's no one to bring on for him either at this stage, I don't think. There is. Conway goes up front and move McGree to the right. He doesn't like it really, but you have to do it, I'm afraid, fella. To get Bangura playing further forwards. McGree can do winger. An inside winger will do that. Britton becomes a wing back. Strelic is now going to come off for Engel there. In possession. I want us to go more direct. Bypass the press. Don't worry about working the ball into the penalty area. I guess passing to space as well is going to be quite good if we go more direct a little bit maybe. You know, just go for long balls, ping them over the top. Come on, fellas. 10 minutes to go. It's not going to happen for either of our... no. The half-time changes work for Wednesday to get 2 goals back. But it may have killed both of our chances of playoffs this season. We're 2 points behind Leicester, but they've got a game in hand. And if they win that game in hand, it's virtually over. It's virtually over. Oh, man. Injury worry for Rossman. He's out for 2 to 3 months. Okay, well, good riddance to you. And we've only got 2 days off before the Watford game as well. Leicester drew. Leicester drew. It's still alive. It's still alive. We can't go any higher than 6th place right now. Who have Leicester still got to play? Millwall and Blackburn. Blackburn already relegated. Millwall 18th. Okay, it's looking good for them, isn't it? It's looking good. Unfortunately, for the Birmingham fans in the chat, they... What? That's quarter-final. Why can I not see... Oh, semi-final... Oh, they've not played yet. That's why. Birmingham, Nottingham Forest. That's a winnable game for Birmingham, you know. Winnable game for them. Anyone know where to see the transfer budget? Yep, you just click on the recruitment tab at the top and it's there. Recruitment. There it is. Transfer budget. No, not doing the UCL games this season. Next time I win the lottery, I will... I'll do it again. I say next time. I'm not winning the lottery at any time, so... Well, apart from like the odd £2 here, £2 there kind of thing. At this point, Solbring get on the bench. Robertone, still not fit enough to play. Right. Man, we have to win this one. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. Have you settled into your new house yet? Does it feel like home? Root, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for dropping by. It's getting there. We are slowly making it more our own with different paint on the walls. We'll change the carpets at some point and things like that, which would be good fun. And then I think it will feel... The more we take away of what was there before kind of thing. I mean, I've still got the dodgy lampshade in here. I need to get a different lampshade for here. But my office, for me, is feeling like a real, like, nice space. I've got a few prints arriving from the wall behind me. I've got a little beanbag in that corner there. More for, like, the soundproofing, to be fair. But I think that beanbag would be quite nice, actually, to, like, relax in for a bit every now and again. I'm a bit too big for beanbags, really. Or at least that one, but it's a nice colour. I've got like a green theme in this room, although you can't see any of the green actually going on at the moment. But we need to focus up. We need to focus up here a little bit, don't we? If I can find my mouse, there we go. We need to stand up, maybe. Maybe standing up is the difference. Maybe that's what's going to make the difference here. And then when we stand up, actually, you can see the lampshade that I'm talking about. It's just that would change at some point. I'll have to get something a bit nicer. Probably green, to be fair. But we'll get there with it. Right. Malanda brings the ball forwards. Only a minute into this game. Callum Britton finds Whittaker. Lewis Miley's there. Callum Britton finds Naipan. And Fry pings one over the top. There's Conway, brings it down. Oh, gets past his man beautifully. It's a great ball into Whittaker, but there's just too many Watford bodies there stopping it. Bangora finds Lewis Miley. Hackney can't do much with it. A real shame. Rome wasn't built in a day, that's true. The mirrors it did well, Jane. We did well. The mirrors are hung. They are level. They are where they need to be. I did lots of measuring. I did have to drill twice on one of the mirrors, so there are 2 holes in the wall with what are they called, like wall anchors in there. But they're behind the mirror, so it's fine. No one's going to see them. One day I'll fill them, but it wasn't last night at 11:30 at night. Conway. Oh, it's offside. No. Oh, man. That's a tough one to take. Who's taller between yourself and Erling Haaland? Oh, I don't know. I'm 6'4". I presume he's probably slightly taller than me. I don't know what he is. Good time to learn how to use polyfiller and sanding paper. To be fair, I've been using polyfiller and sanding paper on... Because, I mean, in this room, I can't see it actually. In fact, you probably could. Kind of like where my finger is there used to be a curtain pole which has been taken down when I painted. So I did it there. So I think I've done a good job with that, to be fair. Watford in the area, though. Good save. Tottenham 1-0 up in their game. Big up to Tottenham. Any other goals in any of the other Champions League games? Sporting 1-0 up as well against Juventus. Olympiacos 1-0 up. And so are Bayern Munich. Luis Diaz scoring 4 minutes into that game. Brennan Johnson, of course, he gets the goal. My boy Brennan. Lewis Miley puts the ball into the middle. Cleared by the feet of the keeper. But Naipan's there. Great start. Whew. I mean, that is a perfect... The keeper really makes a huge mistake there, not by not picking the ball up. He just kind of kicks it into Naipan's head there. So we take the lead. And that puts us level on points with Leicester. Does that mean they're not playing yet, or are they losing? We'll double check the latest scores in a second. Fry, Lewis Miley, Malanda, the third man back for us, putting the pressure on this Watford back line. Miley, Naipan, Strelic, Conway, he's got to finish. It's offside. I thought we had it. Leicester. Oh no, we're the only game playing right now. Oh, because it's a Friday night. This is the Friday night game. That's why we're playing a day earlier. This is the Friday night game. So what is it? What are we doing in terms of? So our goal difference is now plus 15. Okay, our goal difference is now plus 15. So we need to win by quite a big margin here if we want to catch up the goal difference of Leicester. So if you can make loads of mistakes, please, Watford, in the penalty area. Give us a few penalties that we score. That would be really quite nice. Yeah, 2 games left, including this one. But everyone else plays after us as Nestor Iracunda can't score. Good. Half time. Whew, address for team. Things are going well, but I know capable of even better, and they've not really reacted to that at all. 2 changes at half time here for Watford. A must-win game this and next, yes. And hope that Leicester bottle things. If Leicester have to drop points for us to do this. Leicester have to drop points. They can draw both their games. In fact, if they win one of their games, they have to lose the other. And we need more goals, and we're getting more goals. Naipan now. Okay, good. Helps our goal difference. What's that? Plus 16, 17, 18. We need 3 goals to get on level goal difference with Leicester. 3 more goals, I should say. And I don't know if we've got the quality to get those extra 3 goals. We've had the chances for it, maybe, you could say. With 20 minutes to go, I think changes have to be made here. So, McGree's going to come on for the yellow-carded Conway. Melander's not playing well, apparently, so we'll bring on Ayling. Falcao will give you a go. And Hackney's not been playing great, so on comes Morris. 20 minutes to go. Wrexham is our final game of the season. They're about 14th or so in the table. 16th now. We'll see what the results do tomorrow, though. Oh, I really hope Leicester lose. If Leicester lose or draw, we've got a really good opportunity. Watford can't hit the target. Good. Miley to Ayling. The more goals we can get, the better. We've got to get at least another one. Just the closer we can get in goal difference is so important. Whittaker does well to dance past his man. Still can't score, though. Maybe had better options in a more central area to beat the keeper. And that's going to be that, I think, isn't it? That's going to be that. The points are wrapped up. But it's not... It's not in our hands, really. We need Leicester to lose tomorrow. They've got that game in hand on us. We're level on points. They've got a better goal difference. We need them to lose tomorrow. Please. I am begging you. They drew. Leicester drew. It's still alive. It's not in our hands, but it's still alive. Wrexham also drew, so they're like in meth. They drew with Coventry, though. Although Coventry down to 10 men for a lot of that game. Leicester drew. Massive. So it all comes down to the Wrexham game. We're going to have an extra day's rest compared to everyone else, which is, I don't know, maybe handy. Tottenham beat Man United in the FA Cup semi-final. I presume Birmingham play today on the 26th. Is my assumption. Oh, they lose though. Nottingham Forest go to the FA Cup final. It's the end of the road for Birmingham. Rip in pieces to those guys. The Belly scores, but I think it would disallowed. Interesting. The mighty Lincoln. Hello, Mickey. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Welcome in. Lucas Engel now injured. Oh my word. All our left backs are going down, aren't they? He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. It's fine. We'll play... is it Bergzorg at left back? Are we doing? Team meeting. Good idea to hold a team meeting, give the players a word of encouragement as it's crucial in our ongoing battle for a playoff spot. I think we need to ease the pressure on the players and remind them we're not necessarily expected to win. No, we are expected to win. We are expected to win. We should be winning this game. And I'm going to say... a win here would do our chances of making the playoffs the world of good, and I expect us to do just that. Okay, that's fair enough, says Pjanic. There seems to be a lot of encouragement there. I respect your own opinions, we'll say that to them. It seems to have raised morale a little bit, to be fair. Someone bribed his manager to say that. I think you're right, mate. I think you're right, because that does seem a bit mental. That we would say, you're not expected to win this one, boys. You are expected to win it. So... final game of the season. Engel's got to come off the bench here. Oh, Neto Borges is back from a suspension, though. So... he's not match sharp, though. Bangura is. I think we'll leave the starting lineup as it is. Okay. Go to match. Let's go. It all comes down to this, chat. It all comes down to this final day. We have to win. We have to win. And we have to hope that Leicester don't win. Kickoff is upon us. We're in our blue away kit, black and blue away kit here. Wrexham at home at the racecourse ground in the red. Right. Latest scores. Keep your eyes firmly fixed on Blackburn at home against Leicester. If Leicester win, we're done for, whatever happens. If Leicester win, we're done for. If they lose... in fact, we have to win and they have to draw or lose. That's simple as. We have to win. And in the early exchanges, Callum Britton's got an awful lot of space in front of him. He doesn't really use it. Does get Whittaker into that space, though. Who finds Hackney, who's got to score. Right, Did Conway... Did Conway... How do I see that replay again? Also, I think in this instance, dynamic mode is actually a good thing to turn on in this instance. Can we go back to see the last... I don't think we can go back to see the last replay. Can we? If I... No, we can't, can we? Or was this it? Right, hang on. So Whittaker gets the ball in a wide position here. He finds Hackney, who shoots. And he hits the crossbar here. It's Strelic. Right. What are you two doing? All you have to do is touch the ball over the line. And what does I think it's Strelic, actually. He clears it. What in the world? What in the match fixing have we just seen there? Check his PayPal. Check his training bag for some brown envelopes. That's genuinely insane. Whittaker, Lewis Miley, Hackney, shots is nowhere near the back of the net. Oh, it gets deflected wide actually, so it's a corner. Oh my gosh. Right, expand. When we get a chance to, we'll expand the latest scores again. I'm trying to get rid of this. Oh, there we go. You have to mash it, apparently. There we go. Malander to Fry. We are all over Wrexham right now. Hackney. Back to Fry, into Conway. Con is offside. What was his highlight even for, then? What are you showing me this for, game? Is that dynamic mode in its just showing loads of highlights? Cleared. No. No, 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 no. That is not... Aidan Heaven gets his first goal of the season. That's his first goal of the season. You're telling me that's his first goal of the season? It's a really good save, to be fair, but... Oh, dearie me. I'm trying to expand the latest scores so I can see what Leicester are doing, but I can't click it quick enough before a highlight happens. Free kick cleared. Lewis Miley's there. Finds Callum Britton, who gets past two. There's Naipan, shot over the crossbar. Liverpool pen, but it's been disallowed. There's a big part of me that really wants to see Trent Alexander-Arnold score a hat-trick tonight. I'd love it. It'd be so funny. Hackney. Out wide to Callum Britton. Good cross. Conway's not there. Hackney is, though. Wide. What does Leicester make his contract off of Astrolic after this game? It'll happen, won't it? It'll happen. Okay, I'm not a fan of dynamic mode. I'll do dynamic mode right at the end, but I'm not a fan of it right now. Leicester and Blackburn... Oh, Leicester are winning. Leicester are winning. Julian Carranza scores in the 29th minute. Hang on, is that Job Bellingham? On loan from Dortmund to Wrexham. Now, that is not something I was expecting to see at all. And Tyreek George as well. You're telling me Wrexham are playing with Tyreek George and, yeah, Job Bellingham. And Aidan Heaven. Although maybe he's not quite as good as the other two, to be fair, but still. Interesting. Callum Britton. Ball into the middle. Cleared. Malander's still there, though. Back to Britton. Back into Whittaker. Back to Britton. Surely. Oh, we've somehow not put it in the back of the net. Still, Leicester are winning. If we could score right now with seconds to go before half-time, this would be incredible. It's a good ball out wide. Right, Conway, you've got to make this count, fella. You've got to make this count. Why are you showing me that highlight? Don't get me G'd up and excited for nothing. We've been the way better side by the looks of things as well. The way better side. Get your act together and play some football. We have 45 minutes to save our season, and even then it might not be enough. Because Leicester are still beating Blackburn. And if Leicester win, no matter what we do, they will be in the playoffs. And we will finish just outside. Sheffield Wednesday capitulating. They're 4-1 down to West Brom, by the way. That's pretty bad for them. And as it stands, we're going to end up 4 points outside the playoffs. Right, we have to change something here. Conway's played on a 6.1. Get him off. Naipan's not played great, but we can't... Falcao, it's your time to shine. And Pjanic, your time to shine. If anyone's going to do something for us, it's you two. We need the oldies. We need the oldies to combine. And this could be a way they do it, maybe. Oh, no, that's not us. That's Wrexham. That's Tyreek George in the red. Forgot we're in the blue. Oh, no way. No! He's not scored all season. Now he's got 2. Ah. What do we do here? We pause the game. We're going to go more direct. We're jumping on the counter. We're going to not play for set pieces. Keep the ball in play. Bypass the press. Let's be a bit more expressive as well. Let's not try and work the ball into the box. Just shoot. Just shoot. We're on a high defensive line, high press. We're going to trigger the press more often just to try and win the ball back. We're going to counter press immediately. Leicester still beating Blackburn anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, they're now 2-0 up. It's over. Chat, it's all over. We had dreams of getting Middlesbrough into the playoffs and getting them promoted. And for a good 40 game weeks, we were doing that. And then at the most crucial and vital of moments, we've crumbled. We've crumbled. R.I.P. GG's chat. Or maybe F's in the chat, maybe. Maybe F's in the chat instead for our season. I don't like what I just saw from this team. We are not going to the playoffs. We end up 4 points outside of it. Leicester, who ended up winning their game. We can't... It's not showing us all the results for whatever reason. Leicester got there ahead of us. They won their match in the end. 2-0 against Blackburn. So even if we had won, it would have been okay. Why use a secret time machine the Middlesbrough have? Oh, that would be tempting, wouldn't it? That secret time machine, wouldn't it? That would be tempting. Board are disappointed with the club vision. I know you are. At least they've not sacked me, I suppose. That's kind of handy. Not that it matters, though. We've done our season with Middlesbrough. We've done our season of playing through the beta and I guess a little bit of the full release. We are going to be coming back next week. No more streams the rest of this week, but we're going to come back next week. Oh no, hang on a minute. The board have discussed a meeting to discuss my future at the club. Failure to attend will result in the board terminating my... Okay, let's attend this meeting then, shall we? We're not happy with your current performance and are considering your position at the club. We'd like to know why you think the team performed badly. I'll be honest. None of these... what I want to say is, like, we just ran out of steam. That's what I want to say. And I guess maybe the injuries is what we should say there. Maybe injuries. I'm gonna say injuries here. The number of injuries in the squad isn't that bad, and we do not see that as a valid reason. Right. So, you know what, Trevor Bull? Poor tactics, sorry to say. Look, yeah, let's not be too harsh here. I'm not going to ask for a chance. I'm not going to beg on my knees. So I'm also not going to say I beg you, and I'm also not going to ask them wanting to save my job. I'm just going to assume that I'm still in charge. They're just having a chat with me here. I don't know who you're going to bring in that's better than me. That's what I'm going to say. Nobody's bigger than the club. We have no other choice but to fire you. We'd rather didn't come to this, but we wish you all the best for the future. Well, it's a good job we were never going to carry on with Middlesbrough then. Kelsey sacked by Middlesbrough. Well, look, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The plan was to start with a new team in a new country in a new journey next week anyway. That was the plan. That was always the plan, wasn't it? That was always the plan. Let's ignore the fact I've just been sacked. Let's ignore the fact I've just been sacked. Manchester United, I've got 3 games still to play this season and they are holding steady right now. They're holding steady. Right, I want to get a screenshot of me getting sacked, by the way. There we go. Get a screenshot of that. Let's go on holiday quickly. When do Man United play their final game of the season? Let's see if they get relegated or not. Manchester United. Their final game of the season, number 24. So we'll go to the 25th. My profile. Actions. Go on holiday. Choose the 25th. Confirm holiday. 71k likes and you're getting sacked. Anyway, well. It'll be worth it. Millions better than you, Tom. I don't agree. I don't agree. Look, McKenna is shocked by me getting sacked, by the way. McKenna shocked. And I agree. The world should be shocked about me getting sacked. Less DIY, more FM. Yeah, it's a good point, to be fair. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Oh, dearie me. Well, look, let's see what's going. While we're waiting for holiday to holiday, Atletico Madrid are 1-0 up. Julian Alvarez with a goal there against USG. Monaco 1-0 up. Balogun with a goal just before half-time. Juve are now 1-1 with Vlahovic nullifying Araujo's goal. Olympiacos still winning there. Gelson Martins with the goal. Bayern now 2-0 up. A second goal for Luis Diaz. Dembele has a penalty goal ruled out for offside and then goes off injured 2 minutes later. Not a great game for Dembele at all, bless him. And Spurs are still 1-0 up against Copenhagen. In the England Premier Division Central, AFC Sudsbury are currently 1-0 with Royston Town. And Spalding 1-0 with Corn. Corn are an actual team, are they? No idea where Corn are. They're third in the table, to be fair, actually. That's a top-of-the-table clash because Spalding are top of the table there. So that's actually quite a big game. Spalding doing really well this season. They're playing for a spot in the National League. So Stratford Town 1, Needham Market 2. If you're interested. Oh, there was a game in League One tonight. Rotherham beat Burton Albion. 0-0 draw at half-time right now. Doesn't really affect Lincoln City. Because Rotherham and Burton are down the bottom end of the table. Right, let's have a look at the Premier League. Did Manchester United get relegated? The answer, oh my God, is yes. Manchester United relegated from the Premier League. That's actually insane. Oh, wow. So what did they do in their last few games then? They lost to Sunderland, lost to Forest, beat Brighton the final day, but it wasn't enough. And Glasner is the manager now. He's been the manager since they sacked Amorim, so they've not got rid of him just yet. I'm going to save this because that is now very, very tempting to take over Manchester United in the Championship. My word. Whew! What a way to end the stream. Right, like I said, everyone, we are going to be back next week with a brand new team, a smaller team, and we're going to try and go for a long time and do some magical things with that team. Who won the FA Cup and who knocks out Brum? Thank you for the super chat there. FA Cup, let's have a quick look. Birmingham did lose to Nottingham Forest. I don't know why the FA Cup just doesn't come up when you type it in. You have to go there. And then Tottenham beat Forest 3-0 in the final. Goals courtesy. Oh, can I not click into it? Of Colin Moani and Xavi Simons. Interesting. So yes, I think next Tuesday will be the next stream, and that will be with a brand new team and a long-term journey kind of thing, which will be really good fun. I'll let you know the team when I know the team. But we might not decide the team until we actually join all together for a stream next Tuesday. I'll put some schedules up on YouTube for that one, and we'll hype it up a little bit as well across social media. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey with Middlesbrough, where I've been sacked at the end of the season, which obviously isn't ideal in the slightest. Until next time, everyone, have a lovely rest of your week. Enjoy from 26, and I will see you all soon. Lots of love. Goodbye.